My name is Marcellus. I'm a middle-aged Redguard Imperial, and these days all I really want is a quiet life. That's why I came to Skyrim. My plan's simple: become a merchant, make enough coin to buy a house somewhere peaceful, find a good woman, maybe raise a bunch of kids. A proper life. The kind I never really had growing up. I was born in the slums of the Imperial City. My mother was a consort for hire, working in a filthy little establishment, somewhere between sewer stench and giant rats. So no, I never knew my father. Funny thing is, I was still happy. Ma had a way of making things feel alright, no matter how rough life got. I think that's why people still call me an optimist, sometimes a delusional one. Back in my youth, I was a warrior. A violent one, if I'm being honest. I loved combat a little too much. And truth be told, part of me still does. Sometimes, in the middle of a fight, I can still feel that old madness trying to crawl back out. But at some point, I nearly died. Took a wound that never healed properly. Around the same time, Mama passed away, and I ended up drifting for years, trying to reinvent myself. I even worked as a consort for a while, like Mom used to. Then as a beggar. Strange life now that I say it out loud. Still, somewhere along the way, I got the idea of becoming a merchant, starting over. That idea eventually brought me north, though not without trouble. Near Bruma, the wagon I was traveling with got attacked and robbed. Two of my companions died. I spent most of my time there just trying to put myself back together. Still, I met a few people I'd call friends. Dumbrag here is one of them. Rough fellow, not exactly brilliant, but loyal. The other was Captain Adius Vilius. Good man. The Thalmor took him to Blue River Prison, and well, I can't really pretend I had nothing to do with that. By the time I left Bruma, innocent people had died because of mistakes I made. So I decided to leave that whole county behind and finally make my way to Skyrim. Which brings us to Helgen. Helgen. Good afternoon, sir. I guess you two are eager to get some lunch, aren't you? What a quaint little town, this one. The road here was mostly uneventful.
You'll regret starting this fight.
What? I didn't start any fight. Oh! You started this fight!
What's going on here?
Yeah, we're under attack, Dumbrag, that's what's going on. A few wrong turns. Bloodlet Throne. Where is this place? Yeah, we strayed away from the road quite a bit. A couple of arguments.
Feeling clumsy today?
Always a joy, aren't you? Nothing too dramatic. Oh, and I should probably mention I am also a recovering addict. You know what, Dumrag? I picked up a really bad habit back in Bruma. Just robbing corpses like there was no tomorrow. And I think it's time I reel myself back in a little bit on that. This is not an emergency anymore. We are kinda doing well by now. Yeah, I'm not gonna find much in a head, am I? Still, I'm gonna check them out. Wow, that's a... Okay. We have a badass over here. As I was saying, Dumrag, I'm still gonna check them out. You know, coins, some useful stuff. But that whole robbing them blind... Yeah, I'm gonna try and show some more restraint from now on. But I'm sure that'll be fine. Anyway, thank you for the meal and the drink. Now I should really get going. You weren't listening to any of that, were you? Well, thank you. How very peaceful in here.
Got something to sell? Come and talk to me.
To who? To you?
Yes? Need something?
What have you got for sale? It was you who was screaming about having things to sell, right?
Take a look.
Meat with juniper berry. Oh, this seems... Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Let's say 6, why not? Well, that's it. Thank you very much, friend.
All right, then.
Let's go, my friend. Let's try and get to Whiterun by nightfall so you can rest a little bit.
Come and browse my stall. I don't charge for looking.
I mean, as soon as we get to Riften, we're gonna take a couple of days off, I think. You mostly, really. I want you to... Yeah, not exert yourself too much. Until your wounds are healed at the very least, you know? Ooh. What is that? Up in the distance, in the mountain, do you see it? Seems like some... Well, it is, of course, a construction. Seems pretty imposing from here. Well, enough sightseeing. So, we arrived at Helgen, so we should keep following this road. Just follow the road. We're gonna have a turn to the left. And yeah, we should get to Whiterun by nightfall, my friend. Probably we will spend the night in Whiterun, you know, before taking the carriage to Riften. And the carriage, we will take it tomorrow in the morning or something. Seems like the journey to Riften could take, even by carriage, some hours. And I don't wanna arrive in the middle of the night, you know? So instead, we're gonna spend the night in Whiterun and take the carriage tomorrow in the morning. What do you say? We did spend almost all day on the road, on the journey. Is this way? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, there is also a road over there, but I don't see it on the map, so I'm gonna follow this way. It is. I was gonna say that it is eerily quiet. Look, Doomrak, there are some... What are those? How do the Nords call this kind of stuff? Like menhirs or something? Stones. Huh. I wonder what they do. We have a carving over here of what seems to be a mage. Look, there's a staff. Yeah. This is pretty obviously some kind of rogue. He looks like you. You know, shield and axe. If he managed to get you like a helmet with some horns, it's gonna be uncanny. Whoa. What did just happen? I feel like... I don't know, like... touching this stone... make me a bit more resistant. I don't know, something weird happened. Huh. You should do it too. No? Yeah, no. You're being cautious, I understand. You don't want to go around touching stuff, especially if it kind of makes me feel weird. It's a bit like the Great Forest, but on the other side of the Geralds. I heard of the wolves. Are you going to attack me, wolf? If you're like the timber wolves on Bruma... Huh. They're not attacking us. They're kind of warning us. Well, we can let them be. Leave them be. Is this Whiterun? No. A different kind of town. What? Oh, that's what I heard. Good afternoon.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. You looking for a new blade?
No, not really. But well, what can you tell me about this town?
Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill.
Interesting, interesting. By just a small question. To get to Whiterun, I need to keep following the road, right?
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I thought. So you're a blacksmith?
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. I could forge you a warhammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Sure thing. Do you use some kind of special materials or something?
Iron or steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves.
Makes sense. Can I use your forge by any chance? I wanna see if I can do something to improve my current equipment.
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good day.
I wonder... Do you have an iron ingot by any chance?
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
Absolutely.
You looking for a new blade?
What?
The finest weapons and armor.
Iron ingots. You have a lot of iron ingots. Let me just take 2. I don't even know if I can actually use them. Thank
Till
you.
next time.
Well, I can improve the shield. Not a huge improvement.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't need really to improve anything else. Look, sir. Would you be willing to teach
Iron or
me?
steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you were pretty supportive there for a moment. Do you need any help around the forge? Maybe you can show me a couple of tricks or something.
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I will try my best. Dumbrag. Look, it's a bit overcrowded here, so you know what? I'm coming right back, sir. Don't you worry, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Is this... Yeah, this is the inn. Come on, Dumbrag. Why don't you rest here for a little bit?
All right, I'll hole up here.
Good man.
The ale is going bad.
Goodbye.
Here I am, sir. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was a bit overcrowded here, don't you think? So you needed me to craft you an iron dagger. I can actually craft a couple of things. But an iron dagger it is. Here it is, sir. How do you think it went?
Whatever you need. You looking for a new blade?
No. The iron dagger you told me to craft. Here it is. Have any opinions?
Not bad, but it's a little dull.
Okay.
How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Absolutely. Let's try it. Yeah. Seems a bit sharpened. What do you say?
This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them.
Absolutely.
You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
Yeah. On the rack. Yes, this one. I've done it.
What? Good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah, it's pretty late. Times flies by when you're working in the forge. A hide helmet. I have a feeling I can make a lot of stuff. But the kind gentleman asked for a hide helmet. Here you go, sir.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there.
Absolutely. There we go.
You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh?
Thank you. Thank you very much for your support, sir. What is the Skyforge? Well, never mind. Thank you very much.
All right, then.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, I think I will spend the night here. Not in Whiterun.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
No need, thank you. Good evening.
Can I get you something?
Yeah, I was wondering if you have an available room for the night.
Until next time.
Okay.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Do you have rooms available? Apparently
All right,
not. So, my friend, where is Dumbrak? There he is. Apparently, we will go to Whiterun after all. Or
See ya.
who can I talk?
I'll have some meat.
You're
Maybe
that visitor been poking around.
poking around. I just helped this blacksmith over there.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
All right. Do you have a room to rent? Your friend over there doesn't seem to have one.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Oh, thank you very much.
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Yeah, that's what I gathered.
Let's drink to the fallen ones.
I'm going to eat something. No, well, not really. So, where's my room? Is this one? No, it's not. I get the feeling that it's not. This one, neither. You know, Dumrak, remember the innkeeper at the Gerald View? Every time we rented a room over there, he still insisted to showing us the room. Every single time. In here, they just don't care.
Pour me an ale.
Certainly.
I think that's my room. Well, good night, my friend. My first morning in Skyrim. Oh. That was intimidating. How are you, Dumbrak? I'm gonna... Yes, I'm gonna sit here and have breakfast.
You promised me you'd sweep the entranceway.
Yep.
Wait, let me guess. You'll get to it later.
Don't I always?
I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I?
No.
Well, there's something to be said for honesty, I suppose.
All right. And along with the bread, I'm gonna take, of course, some mead. Because apparently that's how they do it up here north. I'm gonna where? Dumbrak? Dumbrak. There you go. Sure, rest here with no problem. I wanted to tell you that I'm going to see if I can find a store of some kind. See if we have some things that we can sell. Well, the arrows, you are not using them, of course. Potions, you... Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go and sell some stuff. See you later, and then we go for Whiterun. Good day. Hmm? Whoa. What the? Some kind of Nordic custom, maybe. Yeah, sure. Good day. How are you, my friend? Let's beat each other. They kinda struck me as that kind of people. Riverwood Trader. Good day. Oh,
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics,
What?
no thief chasing.
happened here?
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
No, no trouble, no trouble. This place... Ooh. Did you get mugged or something?
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Absolutely, but... yeah, did you get robbed?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Just... one ornament. Huh. Well, how much are you willing to pay if I offered you to get the claw back?
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, By the 8. Fine. But only to the edge of town.
Sure. I wanted to sell some stuff, though.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
Absolutely, but let's trade, maybe?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Perfect. So I can sell you, well, a dagger. I made it with my own hands, you know. Also a helmet. Some earrings. Thank you. So, yeah, you're... Yeah, I'm gonna...
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You
Alright.
can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
Wait, that isn't the...
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
What? Oh, geez. So, is that the very ominous?
Why they only stole Lucan's golden claw? I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
Mysterious claw. God. Why do I always do this?
This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child.
Alright then. Thank you for guiding me here. You know what? Sure, why not? It's honest gold for honest work, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna let Dumrag know. That woman. She reminds me a lot of my ma. Well, younger version. But she's quite similar.
Mara bless you for agreeing to help us.
Sure, no problem. I'm just gonna nip over here and let my friend know that I'm going to do something very stupid, apparently. Yep. Dumrag. Oh, there you are. Are you still feeling ill, my friend?
Friend?
I hear you that... Yeah, well, those injuries, sure. But, take a potion of healing. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you...
Hail, friend.
Yes, hail. Do
Hello.
you... Hello, Dumrag. Do you remember when I spoke to Adius? And I kinda offered him help with the whole Thorina Scatters matter. Well, I kinda did that again. This time it was the general store trader, and he had this thing. Some bandits stole from him, and I kinda offered to go and retrieve it. Only afterwards I discovered that the bandits are holed up in that very ominous ruin we saw exiting Helgen. So yeah, that's not ideal, and it kind of makes me question my decision-making process all over again. Well, the thing of the matter is that, well, you stay here, rest, as always, and I will go and do whatever I can. See you.
Until next time.
Yes. Hopefully.
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
Oh, wow.
"Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." So then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart...
That bard was pretty underwhelming compared to the ones in Bruma. Is that what passes for bards up here north? In that case, maybe it won't be so hard for me. If I hone my skills and keep practicing, in spite of Dumrag. Yeah, why not? So, the lady said that it was northeast. North is there, that direction. So I should go over here. I fully expect to find bandits. And you know, I'm still gonna try and talk them out of unnecessary violence. Oh, no, come on, Wolfie. There's no need for that. I don't like having to do that. Oh well. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't expect anything to come from that really, like trying to talk the bandits out of the unnecessary violence. It has never worked so far in Bruma, and I doubt it will work here. But I'm still gonna try it. Besides, after that whole mess with that monster, Thorina, I think I am a bit better with bow and arrow. Not by much, perhaps, but at the very least, something. Yeah, I see them. So, hello, people. I just wanna talk. I'm just here to find some golden claw.
Now ain't
Yeah,
this a
okay.
surprise?
As expected. Okay, then let's do it like this. Ow. Ow!
Gonna die for that.
No, I will not. Oh. Yeah, orcs are... I'm starting to learn that orcs... Well, better be careful with them.
That's the best you can do.
Now that's better. Let's go.
Yeah, as I thought. Come on. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Why do people pick fights? Like, regardless of everything. Well, that does seem a little bit hypocritical coming from me. I did spend a lot of years doing basically the same. For good reasons, I mean better reasons than to rob travelers. But the general idea wasn't that different. Nothing here. Yeah, I will not fall back to my robbing corpses blind thing that I was picking up in Bruma.